Hey everyone, this is the Algo setup video for you all in TradingView. We're going to make it a little bit simpler for you guys to basically set up just like how I have my TradingView set up. So the first thing a lot of people ask me is, where do we turn the dark theme on? So you basically click on your profile and then you select if you want the dark theme or the white theme. Whichever one you prefer, that's fine. That's your option. You guys can set it up however you want to. I just like the dark one better. That's why we're going to set it up to the dark side. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to add all of our time frames to our favorites where we can access them quickly. So if we go to the top left corner where it says day, you should be able to see all the time frames. So let's start by 1 minute, making that into a favorite, making the 5 minute into the favorite, 15 minute into the favorite. And also I have the 4 hour chart and usually the daily and the weekly as my favorites. So this lets me basically access the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute very quickly so that whenever I need to switch over in different time frames, I can do so very quickly. So that's how you do that. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the setting or the gear icon at the top right corner, and we are going to go into symbols setting and then session, and then make sure that our pre-market and our post-market sessions are on. I usually have my after hours as a little bit of a dark gray and then our pre-market a little bit lighter gray, just so I know the difference between two as well. This just makes it easier for you to differentiate between the two easily and quickly. So also, if you guys want to change a little bit of the background settings, then you guys would need to go into the Canva settings here on the left-hand corner and change your background gradient to dark gray or whatever color or whatever background you want. If you guys want similar to my settings, this is kind of very similar to the settings that I have, a very light lines, and I have a very dark background because this way I can keep my chart clean and it helps me focus on the chart rather than looking at too much of the grid lines. They can mess up with my support and resistance levels as well. So this is how I have it. And you can always pause the video and copy the exact settings that I have as well, right? So now next thing we're going to do is add the indicator. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to go into the indicator tab, go into invite only, and select the data driven V7. And if you want access to this script, remember, if you're in Pre-Market Plus, you'll have access. You can DM Wall Street King to get that access. Or if you guys want a lifetime membership for the script, message DataDrivenTrading, and he will help you kind of with the different options that we have for the lifetime membership for the script. And once you have added the indicator, now, couple of things first. One, the indicator you'll see on the left-hand side. And the other thing is the volume. I usually turn my volume off and honestly just kind of delete it altogether because if I'm going to use volume, I usually use a indicator for that as well, which we'll be releasing to you guys very shortly as well. And once you've added the indicator, as you can see, your chart might be a little bit squished together. So to fix that, you have to go to the right-hand corner of the chart and set the scale to price selection only. This will make your chart much cleaner looking and much smoother, and it won't be smushed together like how it was before. So as you can see, the trend here is very, very nice, but we cannot tell if the candle is bullish or bearish. To fix that, we're going to go into the candles and we're going to choose the hollow candles. So what these candles do is the bullish candles will be hollow and the bearish candle will be filled. This way, you can tell the difference between the two different types of candle, if the candle is closing bullish or bearish. Another thing I like to do is going to the settings and turning off the borders. So these borders are basically an outline of green and red around the candle. So I like to just click this off just so it makes it a little bit cleaner. And I like to go into the wicks here, change the color into gray on both sides, just so it gives us a little bit of a neutral kind of a, cleaner looking chart, right? We can tell if the candles are bullish or bearish with the hollow candles, so we don't need a red wick or a green wick to tell us that. So if you guys want to modify any of these settings, do so. And let me show you guys also how you can change some of the settings for the indicator as well if you need it be. So when you click on this little one here, it'll show you the indicators that you have selected. As you can see, we have a lot going on here. So if you guys want to turn some of these settings off, you can, but these are all the settings that actually help us every single day pick the best setup and the cleanest setups, right? You can mess around turning off the EMAs, you can, change the color of the background and so on, right? There are a lot of settings that you guys can mess around with. I wouldn't mess around with a lot of the indicator settings because, you can mess up the indicator. But if you want to try it out and, make your own custom settings, definitely mess around with it and share with us as well, right? If you think a setting works a little bit better or cleaner, so that we can kind of implement that into the future versions of the script. But that's how you do that. But this is how I have my settings set up on TradingView. Hopefully this video helped you guys and you guys are able to set up the charts similar to how I have mine. So you guys can, follow along with me every day. So good luck everyone. See you guys in the chat and let's work together and grow. That's the whole point of our community. Let's go.